In the ancient times in India, this word called Parakaya Pravesha Vidya was existing. This word was from ancient times. Everyone was practicing Parakaya Pravesha. Those foreigners can also easily understand Parakaya Pravesha is nothing but out of body experience or astral travel experience. It is a Vidya, it is a knowledge from the ancient times. Adi Shankaracharya demonstrated it. He left the body and visited some other faraway location. So you enter into a different body. For example, you leave this dense body, you are entering into your astral body. You are entering into a double body. You can go into different locations. This is a practice, this is a knowledge. It's not just based on some kind of superstition that we have a soul. So a superstitious belief that we have subtle bodies. It is not based on just only fiction or some kind of untruths. It is based on spiritual science. Science is always replicable, and we can always, when we experiment, we get the same kind of findings, same research findings. If whoever meditates, they will come to have these out-of-body experiences. So friends, what is this astral body constitutes? Like this physical body, we know, we started exploring it through microscope, we start analyzing it, all the sampling we take, the DNA, we started exploring it. We know what the physical body constitutes. This astral body constitutes 5 Gnanendriyas called organs of perception, 5 Karmendriyas called organs of action, 5 Tanmatras, subtle energies which creates Pancha Mahabhutas, 5 elements of nature which created by that, and Manas and Chitta. Manas is the mind, Chitta is subconscious mind. Manas and Chitta. This entire thing is called 17. There are 17 components in astral body. So all that constitutes your astral body. That means when you have to leave the body, your mind need to be emptied. Your Pancha Gnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas, Pancha Tanmatras, and also Manas and Chitta need to be completely still, aligned. And your Buddhi, finest Buddhi, separates your mind from the body. Because this is, astral body is called emotional mental body. It has the component of mind of its own. So, you must know that when people are leaving the body, still the mind operates. But the mind is not with the routine thoughts. It carries the emotions. Astral body is also known as desire body, also known as emotional body. It is called psychonoetic body. It's called double body, a dream body. Every night in the dreams, you are leaving the body and visiting different locations. Every night we are traveling. We are such travelers. So many distant places we are visiting. So friends, astral body, whoever has done, they have this experience of silver cord, witnessing the silver cord connection. They understand that, okay, this cord can be stretchable to any length, miles we travel, far away distances. For example, an astral traveler from this pyramid who is meditating can go to Giza pyramid and meditate, and can go to Bosnia pyramid and meditate, can go out of body and visit those places and meditate there. How? This silver cord is stretchable. It is like an umbilical cord. Your dense gross body is connected with this subtle body, astral body. And this silver cord always is in connection with your gross body. It signals always. For example, you're doing astral travel, your urinary bladder is full. You want to go to loo. What happens? Your body sends the signals, come back, come back. And through silver cord, it goes, the signals. Yes, somewhere some sensations are coming from my bladder. Some message is coming. I have to come back. They come back and join the body. So we do, this is like a signal system. Silver cord is intact. When we are about to die, a clairvoyant who can see from the third eye can see this silver cord is becoming thin and it is snapping. And then person is moving away from the body. These out-of-body states are several kinds. For example, there are chemically induced out-of-body experiences. People, why there are many drug addicts in the world? All the drugs are chemically induced out-of-body experiences. Most of them, they do get visual hallucinations, a lot of visions of the other worlds. They are taking the LSD drugs and or else ayahuasca, peyote, mushroom and all that masti, ganja, they're drugged. In the drugs, chemically induced out-of-body experiences will come. People search for shortcuts. They want shortcuts. They don't want to, if you tell practice meditation for 3 hours, you get astral travel. No, it's better I take the LSD pill. One LSD pill, oh, I can go anesthetic state, I can go out of body. It is all chemically induced. I tell you, don't try it. It is addictive, it is damaging to your body. Your body is not meant to take extra these chemicals. Not even ayahuasca, ayacona, peyote, mushroom, whatever Carlos Castaneda tried. All that is experiments he has conducted, but Don Juan told clearly to him, you are getting addicted. You do natural astral travels. Stop the internal dialogue. Separate your mind from the body. Then you can go out of body. He taught him how to do it. How to shift his assemblage point. So friends, people also when they are in trauma, they do have astral travels. But it is not spiritual astral travels. It's a kind of anesthetic state. People want to go out of body because there is a heavy pain in the body. Then brief moments, you go out of body. You don't know what happened in the body. People going through emotional pain, they have out of body experiences. Children who are sexually molested, at the very younger age, they also will have a lot of these experiences. They dissociate from the body. They can easily go to astral locations. Always they escape into other worlds. They make friendship with animals, plants, nature. They escape into the other dimension. Angels, they become friends to them. Know that they're all not spiritual astral travels. What I'm speaking today is a spiritual astral travels. So people have spiritual bypass mechanism. They become good astral travelers because they have a lot of physical suffering in their life. Life is so much full of suffering. Wife is all the time nagging wife. At the home, a lot of misery is there. Pain is there. The person sits in meditation for hours and hours. Oh, it's better go out of body. I don't hear my wife, whatever she's scolding. So, they're all spiritual bypass. People, they become good astral travelers, but they don't progress at all. They're not meant for that. And another thing is, anesthetic states, general surgeries, people have reported out-of-body experiences. They could see their own surgery being performed. They narrated every single detail of it. And people who are in comatose state, unconscious state, they are separated from the body. They watch their own body too. But they are in limbo state. They're not yet decided to come back or go to the higher planes. Death is a permanent astral travel. You are not coming back into the body. Silver cord is cut. You left the body. You will reincarnate in another body. So friends, meditation is a very natural way of having spiritual out-of-body experiences. Prepare yourself for that. It's not meant for only fun. Not meant for spying your girlfriend, spying your boyfriend, or using for selfish gains. Spiritual astral travels are meant for enhancing your spiritual wisdom, knowledge. It's meant for your spiritual growth, not meant for your material growth. What lottery ticket I'm going to win? It is not meant for that. One of my friend, he is so good astral traveler. He did not get the ticket for the blockbuster movie. One movie was released in the theaters. He could not get. He's a good astral traveler. In the astral travel, he went and saw the 3 hours movie. But I said, you wasted such astral energy for seeing the 3 hours movie. What a waste of energy. He could have gone to Krishna or Buddha and higher dimension and learn from such frequency masters, high frequency masters. So somebody can walk on water, but they take the boat. That's a wise advice given by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So friends, benefits of astral travel, enormous. You will come to know the oneness consciousness. First time when you leave the body, you will have your own evidence for your immortal consciousness, the soul which never dies. People have that direct experience of it, and people, once for all, they will never have the fear of dying and death. You will never die. When death approaches you, knocks on the door, you will open the door. You smilingly leave the body. You know that you are not going to die even after you die here. Death is just a transition. You will accept also death of everyone, because you know that they're exiting from this plane, they're going to other plane. That's all. It's very simple. So there are many, many benefits of astral travel. It's the first experience of your own to have understanding about your immortal consciousness. And visiting soul planes, many non-physical dimensions. There are many things to explore. We are so obsessed with only the physical dimension. Actually, I want to see that change in the people here, everyone on the earth planet, that they speak about astral experiences. They speak about other dimensional beings, about what they received, the knowledge. One day it will happen every day. Our conversations not about these everyday politics, everyday fights, nonsense, all the routine things. We waste so much time for that. We need to speak and share about these astral experiences. So many planes are there. What a beautiful experience to visit those planes. So friends, things to do in the astral travel. Navigating astral dimensions, meeting guides and masters, meeting astral friends. You will never feel lonely again. People who are lonely. One child who was feeling so lonely because he could not walk. He is paralyzed actually. When he is born, there was a birth trauma from that time. His 4 limbs stopped working. So he's on the bed. He learned about astral traveling. So he used to feel so lonely. He could not play soccer, football, anybody, no friends at all. He learned astral travel. He visits, he has made so many astral friends. He never felt lonely again. Meeting deceased relatives. You will never grieve again after meeting your father who passed away, or mother who died long back, or friends who met with an accident and passed away. So friends, we meet our dead relatives in the astral planes. Reincarnation memories and time travel. When we are in the astral body can visit into past. We can do time travel. Not only physical locations, we can visit the different timelines. People visited even Lemurian times, Atlantean times, different time periods. Meeting your future self and probable and alternate selves, it's possible in your astral body. So at one point of time, there was such a great urge for me to run away to Himalayas and go to some other place, disappear into the place, because there's so much pull. Because by nature, from childhood, I have this mechanism called escapism. I'm the escapist from the, I don't want to work. I'm a laziest person from childhood. And in the spirituality, it given me very good. I found very good, and I must go into meditation, close my eyes, forget about the world and pain and suffering and everything, day-to-day concerns. But that point of time, I had an astral experience. I met my future self, my future Newton, who is 80-year-old. He said to me, I did this. I came to Himalayas. I'm living here. Don't come here. You don't need to. There's nothing. Your job is good. You teach meditation. You teach spirituality. Whatever you learn, you give to others. This is fun here. It's only just, I already taken this choice. You will meet your future self. You'll get guidance from your future self. So friends, self-healing as astral travel. You heal yourself when you are touching to the astral dimension. Your astral body is traveling outside the body. You will realize that I'm not the dense body. Then you access the spiritual energy that you have, astral energy you have. You accelerate healing process. And also there are many astral masters and guides who assist you in the healing process. I recommend healing from the higher guides, not from the physical surgeons or physical doctors. We always need to consult those guides and masters. Everyone will have guides and masters. Everyone. So we are obsessed with the physical gurus. We don't need to have a physical guru at all. There is no guru concept at all. Once we learn meditation, your breath is your guru. And your teachers from the astral dimensions, higher dimensions, they come to you. They will visit you. They will coach you. They will give you all that wisdom that you're seeking. You don't need to go anywhere. And astral travel and invisible helpers, you are helped from astral beings. So all the time we are helped. We can actually notice that. Once you start astral traveling, you will recognize it. So friends, different factors affecting the process of out-of-body experiences, OBEs, astral travels. Number one is food. If you eat the dense food, meat, chicken, eggs, garlic, you can't go out of body. It makes you, even I was a meat eater before. I was born in a non-vegetarian family. I was eating every day meat. But when I started meditation practice, once I came out of my body rejected the meat. I never touched again the meat, non-vegetarian food. It left me. I became very sensitive to garlic. Even garlic is very dense. It's a tamasic energy, dense energy. So friends, you will find the food plays an important role. Highly sattvic food, fruitarianism. Eat plenty of fruits, which can help you do a lot of good astral travels. And also I noticed that in the beginning stages, whenever I used to get so tired, I used to have good astral travels. Then I'm so addicted to tiredness. I want to get tired to get the out-of-body experiences. So, but later on I realized we don't need to. Even otherwise, even when you are in good energy, meditating, deep meditation practice, you all go out of body. You have out of body experiences even otherwise. So friends, many people, they do get out of body experiences in the sleep. When they're dreaming, they can have, after meditation practice, it becomes more intense. Your dreaming process becomes more intense. You recognize out of body states in your dreams. You will wake up in your dream. You know that it's a dream. I'm in a dream. You look at your body and you'll have fun. You have adventures. So friends, many times, many times our extrasensory perception, abilities to have access to information like clairvoyance, remote viewing, or telepathy. All these abilities are enhanced. Many times, astral travelers also becomes good in remote viewing. Once you go out of body, your inner senses they become active. Even many people reported who are blind, who are born blind, but in astral travel they could see everything. It's a good news. People are thinking, oh, I'm blind, I'm blind. But many people are blind spiritually. They have not, never opened their inner senses at all, this big third eye that we have. So, in meditation, people awaken these kind of inner senses. In out of body experiences, people report this remote viewing abilities. Even near death experiences, as Dr. Lakshmi mentioned, many times people have these out of body experiences.